you see the sirens and the lights? All the kids are going in the parade. Look at the lights. No, what do you think? Two. They're going to roll. How's that? See the fire, the police car there? On the fire?
There you go. Now the kids can't see you.
I saw.
All right. I think that's better. Okay. Can you guys hear me still? All right, great. Okay. Little League is truly a community activity. As you can tell by looking around here, we've got people from all over the town, all different jobs, all different backgrounds. So I'm really glad that we have such an inclusive group here. I'm really glad that we can have so many people participating in this great sport, baseball and softball. So thank you all for coming out today. I'm Jason Mahone, by the way. I'm the president of Hopkinton Little League. I'm one of about 300 volunteers that helps get this thing on the road every year. So whether you are a board member or a coach or just a parent, there's always stuff that needs to get done. So please, if you're not already involved, feel free to raise your hand and help out. All right, this is really for the kids. So if you're a kid who's playing baseball or softball this year, raise your hand. So parents, look around. All of those kids are playing this year. They're all participating. That's why we're here. We want them all to have fun. So if you're excited to play baseball or softball this year, let's hear it. Great. Okay, we have nearly 70 teams this year. Not everybody's here, but a lot of you. That's great. We also have kids who are umpires. I don't know if there are any of them here today, but those are kids who were in this program not long ago. We have about 70 teen umpires. We have another 30 or so high school kids who are going to be working in the doghouse throughout the year. They're also the adult volunteers. If you're a coach, raise your hand. Look at that. Kids, they help make this possible. So let's give a round of applause for your parents who are coaching and helping you. They're also the ones who make sure your gloves in your bag, and you have a snack in your water bottle, and they run back to the house when you forgot it, and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you give them a hug before the end of the season, okay? All right. I want to thank everyone for coming again. There are two people who deserve some special recognition today. They're moving off of our executive board. One of them couldn't be here today, Jen Breslin, but hopefully you all are familiar with her work. She was an essential part of this program for years. She ran our softball program. She handled all of the scheduling and rescheduling and then rescheduling again. So if you were involved in Little League over the last 5 years, you benefited from her experience and her work. So hopefully her ears are burning in New York City right now. But we have some gifts for her when she shows her face again. So actually, even though she's not here, can we just give her a round of applause? Now somebody who is here today, and he's not trying to hide. Keith Chevry, come on up here. Keith was another essential part of our program for years. A lot of stuff behind the background, organizing all our information. So all you coaches who filled out coaches evaluations or helped out at fall evaluations, Keith's the guy who compiled all that information, made sure everybody was prepared and everybody's organized to have a great time, crunched all those numbers, all that kind of stuff. And he coached, tons of coaching. So we're sad to have him moving on. And personally, I relied heavily on his advice and experience, so I'm very sad to see him moving on, but thank you, Keith. And we have a couple of party gifts for you there. Thank you very much. All right, the business part of the program. It does take significant amounts of money to put this baseball and softball program on every year. We have great sponsors, thanks to our man over here, Ted Barker Hook. If you're interested in sponsoring at any time, talk to Ted. He's our guy. But I want to thank a couple of people in particular, a couple of groups in particular. DCH Toyota of Milford, they're going to be sponsoring our Summer Sizzler tournament this year, the baseball tournament that we hold here in town. We have about 32 or so teams every year from the surrounding area that participate in that. And also I want to thank American Climbers. I don't know if you noticed, but if you look around at the trees here at Carrigan, they did a significant amount of work to increase the safety here, improve the work of the lights. They donated a lot of time and effort, so I want to thank them. Our fundraiser is coming up May 18th. It was a great time last year over at St. John's, so we're doing it over there again. Beer from Start Line. It's an adult-only activity, so get a sitter now. But that's May 18th at St. John's Parish Hall. We'll have auction items, a DJ, all that kind of stuff. Okay, last year we did pretty well all the way across the board, and we especially like to recognize the 12-year-olds who have moved on from Little League. It's their last year. So if anybody is here from the 12U softball champs, Brian Harrigan's Wildcats, give us a wave. Anybody? I know there's at least a couple. There they are, over there. They're hiding in the back. And also Paul Mulvaney's Majors Red Sox won the Majors title last year. Any players from that team here today? I know there's a couple. Ray, where are you? Ray, give us a wave. Where are you, buddy? Okay. We participated in a variety of summer tournaments, and we won a few of them last year, including Sizzler right here in town at a few different levels. But the 8U Sparkler champs are over here on my right. Stand up, guys. Give us a wave. Scott Sensity's team. Nice job, fellas. Doug Doyle's 12U Sizzler team won that level. Those guys are here tonight. Give them a round of applause. 11U Sizzler team. Unfortunately, Joe moved out of town, so he can't be here to take it out. But I think we got a couple of guys from the team here. I was one of the coaches on that team, so I'll give the wave too. Sizzler team. Jeffrey, where are you? There he is. There's Jeffrey's team over there. And also Mike Spavento's 8U Sizzler team. Stand up, guys. Now, Little Leaguers are involved in a lot of things other than Little League. Hopefully you noticed on the way in there are kids from the Relay for Life raising money for cancer research over here. So feel free to participate in supporting them over here. The Doghouse, I believe. No? No? Okay, so you can spend your money over here. Okay. Now, I need to bring up a couple of special people to help us get the season started. So if I could get Ray Robichaux, come on up here. Ray, where are you? There, let him through. And Libby Barker Hook. Libby, I know you're somewhere. I saw you. Come on up. I also need Frankie Ricos. And Isabel McDowell Smith. Our ceremonial first pitches. All right, so let's get ourselves lined up here, guys. Hold on to that ball for a second. Okay, okay, on three, let's see a first pitch, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! Nice job! Let's hear it for him. Okay, now, nice job. All right, now all you younger kids want to stick around. We're going to have relay races and wiffle ball home run derby over on Carrigan 2. And that's about it. Welcome to your 2018 season. Thanks, everybody.
Talk about the responsibilities, your role as the president of Hopkinton.
Sure. It's really being president of Hopkinton Little League is a little bit like running a small business. You're responsible from everything, soup to nuts, making sure there's bases for instructional level kids and baseballs and bats for the majors kids and softball as well. We have about 450 baseball players, 250 softball players. We are very excited to get the 2018 season underway. We run 6 fields that we're primarily responsible for. Field maintenance is a big part of the program. We have a lot of volunteers who help out with that. We could always use more. And that's a big part of the job too, is making sure we have enough volunteers to help out with everything. But it's a great program. The kids have a lot of fun, and that's the main goal, is whether they're a great player or it's their first time out playing, we want them to enjoy themselves. That's the primary goal.
And if someone wanted to volunteer, how could they do so? Where could they contact?
Go to our website, hopkintonlittleleague.org. Our email address is on there, Hopkinton Little League website. Email is on there. Or just grab one of the coaches. If you're a parent, grab your coach, tell them you want to volunteer and help out, and they'll point you in the right direction. Talk to anybody on the board. We have about 30 board members, so there's a lot of different ways. Just reach out, grab us. We're willing to have you help. We'd love to have your help.
And lastly, this is your second season doing the opening day. How's this day for you? I know the kids really enjoy it.
I love it. We've been really lucky weather-wise. It's always good to be getting started with baseball or softball. And we've been really lucky with the weather the last 2 years, especially after this year. It was such a mess on Marathon Monday, just less than a week ago. To be here on a really sunny blue sky day is really great.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you very much.